Hello again for the first time in a really long period of time. Anyway, so this in particular video, thingy-majiggy, whatever it is, don't know what to call it, is about talking to your roommates about... Can you guess? No? No one? Okay, that's cool. It's about talking about your holdbacks and other such things. Because, I'm having my own issues with that at the moment. Not whatsoever comfortable, despite the fact that I have this channel and I do talk about these things, I'm not comfortable whatsoever discussing any of this. Especially in person. Like, I usually end up crying a little bit and it gets really awkward for everyone involved. And yeah, so here's the deal. How do you talk to your roommates about this kind of stuff? And the thing is, there's no one answer of this is how you should do it, these are the words you should start with, this is the direction it should go in, that kind of thing, because it just doesn't work that way. The thing is, you just do. And it'll be really awkward and kind of awful on your part, because it's going to be really uncomfortable for you. You can write them a letter or send them a message via Facebook or text message or an email if that is easier for you. Even have one of your friends proofread it type deal if that floats your boat, if that helps. Except for me, what I'm doing is I'm making a video, and I highly doubt that my roommates have seen any of my videos or even this one. But I would much rather them watch this instead of actually talk to me about it. Or me message them on Facebook, because that is not fun. Because in my situation, I'm going to be moving in with 3 girls. I've never actually met them. Fun, right? But I needed to get an apartment before I left, and they needed some other person, so I was like, yo, what's up? Hey! And now as the time gets closer to it, I'm freaking out a little bit more and having multiple anxiety attacks a day, and I'm just gonna stop talking. Anyway, so, yeah. My roommates, because they are fairly normal people and do normal people things, brought up the topic of having meals together. Because so what I did was I introduced the fact that I am allergic to wheat and gluten. So that usually turns people off of wanting to try and make meals with me, because it's really freaking difficult, okay? Yeah. So I did that, and then one of my roommates was like, hey, my mom works with an elderly man that's allergic to this stuff. Like, we're gonna have meals together, and I'm sitting here freaking out because social anxiety in general makes that hard, but so does... And I've had this for a couple years now. I can't even say a couple, it's more than a couple. But yeah, and it was doing super good, hence the reason why I'm a little chunk. And now it's... yeah, that's kind of how it's going right now. And so I really don't know how to talk to them about this, because we don't personally know each other, and I just kind of climbed on board to this whole apartment thing because I needed a place to live and they needed another person, and I'm sitting here going, oh my god, I'm gonna be the really inconvenient person that they're gonna start hating because I have all these freaking issues and that I didn't really talk about beforehand. They're gonna be like, oh my god, why did we let her live with us? Like, what is even happening right now? Like, were we really that dumb? And I'm gonna be like, I feel like my heart's gonna explode right now. Yeah, so that's where that's at the moment. Yeah, so every one of my friends is like, girl, just tell them, just talk to them, send them a message, just, you'll be fine. And I'm sitting there going, but what if they hate me for it? Or like, what if they judge me for it? Or what if they're like, wow, we were dumb, why did we let this happen, should have just found one of our friends? And I'll be like, yeah, that probably would have been easier for you. I'm really sorry. I feel awful that I'm a genetically screwed up human being. Like I will cook for them. I will clean the entire apartment because that's kind of my thing. That's what I do when I freak out. I clean things just so I can make up for the fact that I am that a-hole that can't have meals with them or like go to restaurants and things because I'm fat and socially anxious. So I'm really sorry, guys. That's really all I gotta say about that. I'm really sorry that that I'm me. Um, but yeah, see, this is what happens. This is part of the situation of why having holdbacks is so freaking hard because you have to talk about them if you're gonna live with people, and that's really hard. How do you talk to them? What I'm doing is I'm making a video hoping that eventually at some freaking point before I move in, they maybe see this and they're like, okay. And you know what? I'm just gonna deal with that if that happens. But you, if, like, I can help other people do this. I can help myself do this. So if you actually want some tips on how to talk to your roommates about this, or you just want to have a conversation with me on how to talk to your roommates about this, or you need me to look at your letter or your email or something, whatever, that you want to send to your roommates to talk to them about this kind of stuff, go for it. Yeah. Okay. We'll see you later, beautiful peoples.